So I recently saw at an auction a beautiful 1973 VW Combi. I couldn't resist it. It really is beautiful. It cost me a few dollars, and it's in Victoria currently, so it'll be a little while till it gets over here. But the Combi's always been an iconic car. No one will ever argue with that. The Germans, it was the second car that VW made. The Type 1 is the Beetle, and then the Type 2 is the Combi, or combination in German, meaning combination in English. This one's a 1973, so it was actually made in Brazil, not in Germany. This split screen or splitty van was made in Germany up until 1968-69, and then in 69 they changed to the bay window camper or bay window Combi. So all the manufacturing dies and the like went to Brazil, and they kept making them in Brazil through to about 1977, I think. This one being 1973 kind of has some parts from the later ones, like the tail lights, but many of the major components are still of the early split screen one. This van's a 23 window if you want to count them all, which is perhaps not the rarest of vans, but perhaps one of the most desirable. All the windows up on the roof and the rear quarter windows or rear corner windows really give it a very specific look, and I guess that's what's iconic about it, really. The interior of this car is a long way away from the original 1973 or 60s interior. I mean, sure, there's some things like the steering wheel there that needs a bit of tidy up, and the panel in front, but a nice little one there, the Playboy gear stick. There's a few things that need to be tidied up, but generally it's pretty good. There's a throwback to the Portuguese-speaking Brazil, Gasolina. You can work that one out pretty easily. Here's where the stereo would have been, and unfortunately the stereo was inset into the metal. So that's going to be hard to resurrect, but I'll see what I can do there. I might be able to sort something. A little work there in the floor mat and the like, but that's fairly standard for how it was. The Safari windows are really where the iconic nature of this car comes about. You wind them on out, and in a beautiful summer's afternoon, having the Safari windows open as you drive along, it's really a look that just catches the eye. You can't go past it. Driving along like that with the Safari windows open, and the windows down the side also open in a similar way. Not the ones on the doors, but the ones in front, behind the doors and on the other side. There's that interior. The seats have all been retrimmed in this patchwork system in the middle, and then red on the outside, obviously matching the exterior colours. Probably not the style I would have chosen, but there's certainly a few dollars that have been spent here doing all of the seats, all 9 of them, in this style. Certainly a lot of dollars. Not only the seats, but all the trim work around the outside, the roof, the carpet, the doors. Everything's done in this style. Unfortunately, this van doesn't have the jail bars, as they're commonly called, at the back, but that's alright. I might be able to find them somewhere or get something made up. The doors of a Combi, early Combi van, are the standard front doors, as all of them had, but the side doors, the barn style side doors, is really where it's at. The barn doors are what make this sort of car. It was common in its day. Today it'd be almost unheard of to have barn doors on the side of a van. Everything's a sliding door. But on these early splitty Type 2 Combi vans, they had these barn doors that open up. Fantastic amount of access into the car that way. The sides of the doors there look like they need a bit of tidy up, and there's a few spots in the paint around the doors where they don't look as good. But look at that iconic. Open the doors up, 6 people get on in, 3 in the front, and away you go. There you go. You can see there around the outside of the doors not as good as it could be. Bit of tidy up in a few spots, but very, very neatly done. This being the Samba van basically means that the 3/4 of the roof is a canvas slide back roof. That's looking towards the front of the car there. And there you go, the roof slid back all the way. Talk about a sunroof. Well, this is the biggest sunroof in the world, really. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but it looks like 1.5 meters, maybe going on 2 meters total opening. Again, summer's day, slide that roof back and cruise along with the safari windows open. Just gorgeous. I can imagine that down the beach already. The wheels and tyres on this are what you'd expect for this sort of car. I think actually chrome hubcaps would go really well, but the tyres all look in very good condition. As I say, the car's in Victoria, I haven't seen it, and white wall tyres all the way around. That really just suits the car. It really suits the car. The engine on these Brazilian cars is a 1.5 litre, and while I'm sure it's not a huge amount of power, I'm sure it is adequate for the car. The BH there on the engine block stands for Brazil, and then the H means 1.5 litre. Certainly this might have been tidied up many years ago, but it hasn't seen a lot of work in recent times. So maybe an engine out and then tidy up the engine bay and get it all repainted and have it all looking really, really good like the outside might be the way to go. I'm really excited to get this car home. I don't get it till about January 20th. They expect it to be here from Victoria. I'm really excited to get it home, drive it a little bit, understand the car, get used to its idiosyncratic nature, get the car licensed, and then be able to cruise the WA coast up and down the Perth Northern Beaches and see this car enjoying every day as I cruise to work and down the beach, pile a few people in and just enjoy the drive. That's really what it's about with these. It's not about getting there quickly. It's really just about enjoying the drive. But I'm super excited to get it home. I've really liked these cars for years and years, but never had the ability to buy one, and now, well, I have. I've been able to buy one. So join me on the journey as I get this car and enjoy it. Hopefully you've liked this video. Thanks for watching Simo's Garage. Please do like and subscribe. It really does help.